But the difference between two people that are going through that particular emotion, one finds reasons to hold on and something to stay here for. And I found reasons. So if you're going through that state of mind, just know suicide is sanity under the influence of conversation initiated by the devil's echoes. Don't listen. At the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about the people around you. And me personally, first of all, my mother already lost one child tragically. I had a sister that was 5 years old and was killed. So that's one thing that kept me holding on. But then the children. When you go into the schools and you have the children that look up to you as a mentor, and if you do not know, when people follow you, it becomes a domino effect. So I don't need or would not need that I give in, give up, give out, and then somebody else's child say, well, if Butterfly can't hold on, I don't want to hold on. So trust me, there's somebody you can talk to or lean on. And I'm going to stay on this note and ride behind you, Red White Riding Hood, because that's just it. There's a beautiful young lady that we lost 6 years ago that I know for a fact, if she was here today, she would be a Facebook junkie and she would definitely be up here in Blue Magic. So Lori Tennant, this poem goes out for you, baby. Only you know why you stay outside looking in. I'm talking family and friends.
y'all don't know about that body magic. I know about y'all. Y'all don't be taking prenatal pills and shit. I know about y'all. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. But this next brother that I'm about to bring to the stage. Something like Barry White, Lil Nip. Swap, swap. Swap. Without further ado, I need you to show your love for the deepest voice nigga I know. Put your hands together for the one, the only, Mr. Valentine! Between me and your fan of the so-called best sex you ever had. My bad if I'm cocky with both hands, but I need a nurse in my bed with hopes to cook oatmeal on meds like aspirin, Tylenol, and drips of Clitolin. I'm quick to send this prescription of my dimensions like my redemption of O.J. Simpson. I'm quick to send my prescription of my dimension of the O.J. Simpson, attempting a glove situation just to mention. I want to relieve your tension through smooth, gentle glides that's provided by my fingertips that's equipped to touch your bad day and molded where you don't care to see another sad way of watching the bright white clouds turn tad gray, cause that mean I'm about to make you rain badly. So I gladly perform a dance with my tongue which forecomes the storm. Shutters. The neighbors are around, so I shut her. She's orgasmic bound, so her body shutters. A flutter of cum is wanted by my tongue, so it speaks a language that's among an ancient drum that beats your clit with hits to the song of your breathing. Your backwards heaving is leaving me squeezing my grasp on your ass so my tongue can get past your doors to paint your walls, ceiling, and floors of your corridor. My thirst with a burst of cum in the way so that when it sprays it's like a rehearsal for a Gatorade commercial. Is it in you? Quench my thirst with a burst of cum in the way so that when it sprays it's like a rehearsal for a Gatorade commercial. Is it in you? No. Because the flow goes from my lips to a drip off my chin that I lick from within to blend more down deep to the pores of my skin like jerking lotion, rubbing it in. Let's clean
remix.
This poem is dedicated to my boyfriend that I lost. Girl. 8 months ago today, an angel was born. Princess Mariah Carey is here, and inside I'm torn. How is it possible that her daddy isn't here to witness her first cry and her first tear? However, his spiritual presence is felt. Her smile is like his, making everyone's heart melt. What happened to daddy, you must want to know. I'll try my best to describe everything I know. August 7th, 2004, daddy and I became one, and the start of our journey together had begun. Ups and downs, you name it, we've been through it all, but we were each other's strength, so neither one of us would ever fall. As time went by, 2007 came along, and I felt it in my heart that there was something wrong. Daddy's actions began to change, and he wasn't that into me, because that is when he met your mommy. He continued to tell me over the years, no, it's not like that, but deep down inside, I knew the fact. Your mommy and I were the best of friends, and soon beefing with each other became a trend. 2009 comes along, and baby girl, you are conceived. My heart is overwhelmed, and I ask myself, should I stay or should I leave? My mind is made up, and I tell daddy, I forgive you, I accept. He asks me why. I say, because I promised to be by your side since day one through every step. Months go by, and we await the day you enter this world. And daddy's excited and can't wait to cut the umbilical cord. It's Tuesday night, and daddy goes riding on his Honda CBR 600 bike. On his way home, it loses control and ends up taking his life. I received a phone call, he is gone. And I asked God, how could this be? Why did you have to take him so suddenly? Family and friends mourned for several days. Tears continued to fall day by day, while mommy and I are speechless in what to say. Soon after, we realized there was no point for us to fight, because we know